Do. All right. Should be good here. Why is this game on? There we go. Here we are. Get that going. Flip that around. Guessing we'll be live after a minute here. Getting my stream up now. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Daniel? How you both doing? I guess just what's up, Kevin? There's Bryce Young. Cam Newton. What's up, Shot? What's up, Chris? Nice to see you. Yeah, you guys are hosting a playoff game. Who'd have thought? NFL Charisma. You changed the name again? He's banging a drum. Cam is. I think he broke it. Lions are not playing the playoffs, but at least my blood pressure. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to stress it out. Kind of just got to hope your team gets a good OC. What's up, Daniel? Good luck to your Rams. Damn, they have Greg Olsen in the booth. I'm sure this won't be a biased game. Coverage. Rams will kick it off, so Panthers get the ball to begin. You need Carolina to not renew Evero still. Fair enough. Is that your what coordinator is he? Oh shit, here we go. Well, it fell over. DC. Yeah, you may not. Who knows? And away. Here we go. Returned at the 10, or around the 10. And he gets out to about the 36. First and 10. Here comes Carolina. Raheem Morris. Raheem may get a coaching job. We'll see. They're like he was the number one prospect, a Heisman winner, the number one draft pick, and now he's a big time division winner. We don't need to worry about the record. I doubt he's going to leave the 49ers to go be a coordinator. You know what I mean? I doubt he does that. And they run ahead with, I think that's Dowdle. They get a yard. 2nd and 9. Why would he leave the 49ers? To become your guys' defensive coordinator. I mean, well, one, I'm pretty sure Kyle Shanahan's like one of his best friends. You may not think that means anything, but I doubt he's going to coordinate for the Panthers for some reason. He has two very close personal friends who are head coaches. Shanahan and his literal best friend is Matt LaFleur. It was kind of shocking he didn't wind up with the Packers in the offseason. If he left the 49ers, he would literally, by the way, that was an incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 9. If he was to leave the 49ers for any reason, he would go to Green Bay to be a coordinator. I heard they tried to contact him, but I don't think there was an interview set up. Not when he's getting head coaching interest. The Browns have significant interest in hiring Mike McDaniel, and so do the Titans. All right, man. Have a good one. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. I appreciate you. Nice seeing you as always. We have 1 like right now, so no one's left a like on the stream. Good looking out, everybody. You guys know the rules. You're all gay. Except for Chris. Anyway, 4th and 1. I don't know if this is a good idea. They're only at their 45. Oh no. Why'd they go for it? Why didn't they just run it with Dowdle? I don't mind going for it, but why not just run it up the middle? Well, Rams take over on a short field. It's 1st and 10 at the 45. Panthers only got to go like short distance to score. About 45 yards, approximately. Hey, we're up to 3 whole likes. That's pretty good. Got 2 more. It's not bad. That's a big catch by Puka to the 29. First and 10 at the 29. Dun, dun. Well, it depends on who you want to win, I guess. I got the Rams winning, so I don't really care. To be honest, I don't actually care who wins the NFC. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't. It's all right. I guess it's bad. I mean, if it's probably great if you're a Rams fan, so I guess it's perspective if it's good or bad. I don't know. 2nd down and 5. I was gonna say it's actually really good. Then I was gonna say I'm pretty sure, aren't you rooting for Stafford in this game? I'd imagine at this point most Lions fans have found a new team to kind of like be like, all right, I hope the Rams win now. That'll be a 1st and 10 at about the 14. Because I mean, you know, he is kind of your guys' guy to an extent. And that'll be a touchdown. Puka Nacua. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to show up to this stream here today. Well, we'll give it till halftime. We'll see if anyone shows up. If not, we'll just end the stream. I don't even think we'll give it that long. We'll give it a quarter or so. Don't pick up a little bit, then we'll get going. Well, 7-0 with 11:35 to play here in the first quarter. Yeah, really good start for the Rams. Short field, they cashed it in. Pretty effortless drive there. Nacua scores the first touchdown. Pretty expected. I don't know. Yeah, this is one of the worst streams we've done in a while for actual game coverage. Jeez. The preview stream did better last night. Yeah, I don't know. May not stream the game. We'll see, though. Ugh. Probably won't do the later game too because of that. I'm not really interested in wasting my time. Yep. I'm over the reseeding the playoff discussion. It's such a boring conversation. I don't know. Yeah, sure they should. I think nobody should make the playoffs. I don't know. Why? Why shouldn't they host a playoff game? Because other teams have a better record? Oh no, the other teams should have just won more games and won their division. I don't know. Why should we reward them for not winning their division? You know what I mean? I don't know. I've seen people argue that, and I used to be on the other side, but I've come around lately because everybody's making the same boring argument now. And it's like, actually, I kind of like the way it is. I think it's funny that the Panthers are 8-9 and hosting a playoff game. It's the value of winning your division. Rams did not. They finished third in their division. They shouldn't be rewarded with a home playoff game over the Panthers. Like, why would we reward the Rams? They could have won their division. They lost to the Panthers and they also lost to the Falcons. If they had beat both those teams, they win their division at 14-3. Hell, if they'd have beat the Seahawks too, they'd have gone like 15-2. It's their own fault they're in this position. You know what I mean? They lost a shitload of very winnable football games, and they shouldn't be rewarded for doing so. The Panthers fought all year, and sure, their division sucks, and that's not very fair, but it is what it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I get the other side, right? I used to be there. So I'd be like, man, that makes so much more sense. Why are we rewarding a bad team? It's like, well, they won their division. The other team did not. So why are we rewarding a team for failing to win their division? I don't know. 1st and 10 at the 20. But I see the other side. It's like, yeah, but it would be a lot more chill if like the 49ers were hosting a playoff game instead of the like technically I think the only teams hosting playoff games would be the NFC West, right? It'd be the 3 NFC West teams, and like the Bears would be the host of the playoff games. What's up, Fernando? So it'd be like the Seahawks are the 1, the 2 seed would be the 49ers, the 3 seed would be the Rams, the 4 seed the Bears. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I would like that. That'd be annoying. I know. Fernando, he did that first team All-Pro MVP. Like, to be fair, he did throw a lot of touchdowns and barely any picks. It's not like he wasn't deserving of first team All-Pro. I don't think it's like, I know most of the time first team All-Pro quarterback wins MVP. It happens most of the times that happens, but Josh Allen wasn't first team All-Pro last year. Besides, Drake Bray's still All-Pro. He's just second team. I don't give a fuck. My QB's All-Pro in year 2. I don't care about the distinction. Of course he's not first team. Surely Josh Allen or someone else from a shittier fan base is about to talk shit about him being second team. No, there's flag on the play. I guess that's going to be on the Panthers, so they'll decline it. It'll be like 3rd and 10 coming up on a sack, and there's an injury to the number 79 of the Panthers. You want to know a fun fact? You know Black Panthers aren't technically real? There is no animal named the Black Panther. In fact, it would be just as silly as someone going, yeah, that species of animal known as the black dog. Or the black canine. It's like, that's not an animal. No, what happens is... by the way, it's a commercial break for injury. 3rd and 9 will be coming up. Technically, there could be a black lion. Oh boy, but like a black jaguar, black tiger. Pretty much any of those cats that are in the Panthera, or however you say that word, family could be considered a Black Panther. But there is no technical like, oh, this is the Black Panther. Like, I'm pretty sure their logo is just a black colored may not even be a panther. That if that's like a cougar or some shit, I don't even know if that's technically like a big cat. That might not even be the right name. I don't even think they have the right cat in that picture. Because I don't think mountain lions are big cats. Like pumas and all them. I think they're technically considered small boys. Mostly because they make goofy ass noises and they can't really like growl or whatever it is that big cats do. It's all about like a neck bone differentiator. Means they purr, which is hilarious. So I figure if you were ever able to pet a mountain lion long enough, it would start purring and shit like that. Very funny. So I don't even know if these guys should be called the Carolina Panthers. What's good for Don? I don't think that's even technically correct. Like Carolina, I don't know. Still commercial. Oh, it's back on. Cool. 3rd and 9. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. This game's probably over at halftime, to be honest. Nice to see a couple more people come in earlier. It was like 2 people the whole game so far. I was like, damn, dude, what's happened? I get that the matchup's shitty, but it's like, the game's only going to be until halftime, and then we can all quit watching. It's not like this is a serious-ass game. I get it, but at least watch the first half. And he overthrows it. They'll punt it away. Oh, boy. Well, me and Fernando got a bet going. If the Rams score here, he has to pay me $500. Remember that the Lions-Jags game in 2024, it was like 52-6 Lions. Yeah, it's going to be some dumb shit like that. Most likely. And what a play by the Rams special, or by the Panther special team. Great punt all the way down to the 7. Number 27 got down there and covered it all the way up. Nothing happening. No way to return that shit. What a play. Yeah. Fair enough, Kevin, I suppose. No, this is a fundamentally funny game, Kevin. There isn't a lot to this game that's going to be super enjoyable, most likely. Unless the Panthers just randomly start playing really good. Yeah, and they get a division title. Good rebuild year. Hopefully they can get some more pieces. Ekwanu's getting carted away. That's not good. Then we only really got to go like a month or so, and then baseball starts. So it's not that bad, Kevin. Life moves on. You got college basketball. Maybe you watch hockey. Maybe you watch basketball. I don't know. Not too bad. And aren't both of the other Detroit teams good right now? Like the Wings and the Pistons? Puka with another catch this time. He gets the ball to around the 23. It'll be a 1st and 10. You're eating good then, hey? All it's what it cost. The Lions and the... Damn, that's not very good. What is that, like last place right now? In the East? Like second to last? Brando, you see that shit? Look how bad the Pistons are. Most teams only have 1 or 2 losses right now. Basketball and baseball is my off-season sports. Fair enough. Yeah, football is my off-season sport for baseball. That's how it used to be. What's up, Jake? Panthers 8 and 10. Fair. 3rd down. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they get it figured out next year. I don't think you can sell the team without Scooball on it. 2nd and 4. That'll be a 3-yard pickup. 3rd and 1 could be a huge defensive stop here for the Panthers coming up. NASCAR runs February through November. That's good. Got a lot of ball to watch. Damn. Third down and 1. They're going to go with the handoff here, and they get stuffed. Oh, wow. Rams on fraud watch? Question mark. When they had to go the whole field, look at what happened. Sheesh. Fraud-ass Panthers, or fraud-ass 49ers, or Rams. All those teams are frauds. We beat them all in the suit. I don't know. Either way, the punt's coming up, and it's away. It's going to just be dropped. They're not even going to field it. It goes out at the 19. 1st and 10 at the 19 coming up for the for the Panthers. All these teams are so mid, I can't tell them apart. If a good team like the Patriots were out there, it'd be easy to tell them apart. I'd be like, damn, there was great play, great teamwork, and great camaraderie. Otherwise, I see a bunch of losers. And beta males. Not on my team. Anyway, it's commercial break. Rams are up 7-0 with 5:43 to go in the first. If this were the Patriots, we'd be up 27-28 nothing right now. Low key. There's a loud boom outside the window. Huge and get the crowd in the game. Yup. As for Seahawks Super Bowl. We'd have to get our revenge for our other Super Bowl win. It'd be a revenge game for us. Don't ask how. I'm not. As it gets closer and closer, I lose nerves to a game like that. I just hope we win. If not, I'm not going to go on social media for a day or two, and then everything will be... Actually, I'm pretty much haven't been on it all day today anyway. Probably gonna get rid of my Twitter. It's getting pretty It's a pretty shitty ass website. I'm gonna check out, see if Blue Sky has sports news, and if they do, I'm gonna just use that. I don't much care for anything else except the sports news. I don't even get sports news anymore. I have to literally go search for it now because all it is politics. I'm like, I don't know. I literally have, and it's all just like this is from this is from an account you've muted. This is from an account you muted. This is from an account you muted. I don't even know how to use Twitter anymore. It's literally just people reposting shit I've got blocked from people, and then I block those people, and then I just see that like 4 blockchains in a row. I'm like, why would they show me the content still? This site is broken fundamentally. Garbage. And they sacked the shit out of Bryce Young right away. Loss of about 9. Forward with the play. I have like politics left. I have the words left and right muted on Twitter, and they still pop up on my fucking Twitter. I have like almost every political word you can think of, and it doesn't work, doesn't do nothing. Just gives you more. So I'm probably just gonna delete that shit. It's no good. Oh, and they get a miracle pass off. They get back a little bit ahead of the line of scrimmage. It'll be like 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Tremble with the big play. Almost was going to be a safety, but hey, last second pass. Things work out. 4:30 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Rams lead. Who do you think's going to win the Daytona 500 this year? Do you think Lightning McQueen has a shot in real life if he was a real racer? That'll be a first down to the Carolina 32. Nice catch by number 18, Coker. First and 10. Ball to 32. Okay. 2nd and 10 on an incomplete pass. 3:28 to go here in the first. What about Dale Earnhardt Jr., the GOAT? Or, all right, I got another one. What about old Leroy McGillicuddy III? A small gain there. It'll be, I don't know. Injured Ram on the play, so we'll go to another commercial break. That's number 4 down on the field. 3rd and 7 coming up here. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the Carolina 35. We'll see what the Panthers like to do with it. They need some yards to convert it. So anybody can win. Yeah, that's fair. But we have an injury timeout for the Rams. Yeah, they're trying anyway. Giving it a try. Not going peacefully. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Panthers looking on 3rd and 9, or 3rd and 6 rather. They get a first. Panthers stay alive. They get it to the 43. They're not going peacefully here. This could be points. Tremble with another big catch on 3rd down to get another first. Ugh. The Rams have to burn. Panthers had to burn a timeout. It's a little unethical, a little short, but that wasn't a bad play. Nope, okay, they're good. Directing traffic, youngest, trying to change the play a little bit up. Yep. They just get a turnover. There's a flag on the play. We'll see. With the way that the Panthers are acting, it seems like it's going to be it's probably post play. It appears to be a post play flag. Damn, that really sucks if you're the Panthers, because that was a good drive. Gets tipped, picked. Almost like it's like rebounded off the hands of the defender into the hands of number 14. Unlucky break. Well, I guess it's lucky depending on who you're rooting for. But they were showing some Panthers players, so it's like, that's unlucky for them. Run ahead, pick up about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 at the Carolina 40. Good field position once again here for the Rams. They're on the Panthers side of the 50. Probably going to be it for the quarter. Yeah, they don't have to run another play, so we'll be going to the second quarter. Yeah, Fernando, the Panthers' drive ended rather abruptly. It's 1st and 10 at the Carolina 25 coming up here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 coming up at the 25. If you haven't dropped a like or anything like that, consider doing so. We have all of 6 right now, which isn't really great. But it's not too bad. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 at the Carolina 25. Rams looking to go up 14-0. Ooh. Just kind of gotta wait for the game to pop back on. Only beating the Panthers by 7 points. What a bad. Could be any loss to them earlier in the year. Hard Alpha. SMH. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some soda. Whoa. You know, it's like some weird dudes. You like I do, bro. Gotta get my way to work, bro. Dude, I love yelling and chaos at my 6:30 drive. What mountain time? Go with a handoff here. They get the ball into the red zone at the 19. 2nd and 4 coming up. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it, Kevin? Does it make you want to cry? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's the time that they're going for is people commuting to work. I'm glad, Kevin. They go with a handoff. And they get stuffed. 3rd and 2. Sheesh. Teams are having some trouble getting sledding here on the short yards. They aren't hitting a Barghoff with the big stock. Blue right. And no, they can't do that. Gotta hit him with the Schmahorgan. If only Matt Stafford could pass the ball deep like Drake May, then they wouldn't have to worry about all this yak just to get a first down. They could just go throw it across the first down lines like Drake May can. Okay, look at that. Big arm Stafford there. First time I've seen him do that all year. And I watched every Rams game. I think like 4,100 of his yards are all yak for his passing this year, which is disgusting. They call him the Yak Monster. You know, there's like the Cookie Monster. He's like the Yaki Monster. Yeah, once me and Fernando knew that it was going to be May versus Stafford for MVP after the preseason, we're like, well, we have to watch every Stafford game, and sometimes they just give him touchdowns on handoffs. Not even kidding. Ugh. Yeah, what do we got? Second and goal. We go with a quick throw, and they get a touchdown once again to Puka Nacua. Damn, dog. If we had a player like that in New England, we'd be unstoppable. No, if he wins this year, it'd be his first one. Just like I think this is the first year he's ever been first year All-Pro. Here's the extra point. It's good. So it'll be 14-0 with 12-14 left to play here in the first half. 12-14 left here in the second quarter. It's 14 dip. Rams up. Pretty much Fernando. Carried by Puka, the true team MVP. Of the generation. Oh, yeah. It's probably going to start devolving pretty quick. Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, they have a big old kicker. It's funny. Yeah. Panthers are never going to playoffs. That's true. I mean, lately they haven't been, or they haven't really won a championship in a while. Back is all cracky and shit. Oh. You know about Packers? Wow. Come on. All right, finally back on. It was taking a little while. Just want to watch some football. Touchback. 1st and 10 at the 30 coming up for the Panthers. Boring ass game, making me fall asleep. Really hope it picks up. You gotta get your Eagles Xbox controller and your Eagles water bottle off Amazon. And your AJ Brown Smith poster. Professor McVay. What is he, like the professor of offense? Is that kind of like his nickname? 2nd down and 7 here for the Panthers. He does have a degree in passology. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, damn. And Bryce gets away from a sack. It's a completion across midfield to the Rams 47. That was a big play. Got out of a sack, got a big completion downfield. Trying to steal back some kind of momentum here. We'll see if they can do so. Good throw, though. Another good play to the Rams 33-yard line. They're slicing and dicing right here. There's some points maybe coming up for the Panthers. Yeah, I'll probably do a couple of spring training games. I always do. Yeah, they're not just rolling over. They're putting in an all-out effort drive. Nice slant play to the Rams 11, where McMillan puts it at the 11, so they have a first down at the 1 if they can get there. Yeah. It's the little drive that could in the game of destiny. Or is it the drive of destiny in the little game that could? What do we got? 2nd down and 2. Ball's at the 3. Looking like points here. They're going to go play action. Ooh, I don't like that. 3rd and 2, incomplete pass. Whoa. Backup players coming pretty nicely for the Panthers. Third and 2. Damn. Flag on the play. Wonder what they're flagging. You picked a black iPhone? Nice. Yeah, that looks like PI to me. Didn't look like he was really trying to do anything for that. And then they run it in for a touchdown. Well, that's not too surprising. They finally punch it in after they get the ball at the 1. So it'll be 14-6, 14-7 pen in the extra point coming up for the Rams. They at least cut it to an interesting game with 8:53 to play here in the second. We'll see how the Rams come out after giving up the touchdown. Avoid the... Yeah, you just want to kind of stay with them here now. There you go, Carolina. You got a big old touchdown. Hurrah. Ooh. Dang, Packers. Or Bears tonight? Oh, Packers or Bears? I have the Packers winning. Yeah, I'm like sleepy. Sucks. And we have 7 likes. That's really good. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't dropped one yet, consider doing so. Help us get it into double digits. But I think the stream's pretty empty right now. I'm not going to lie. Or it says it is anyway. Couple people. Yeah. Ugh. Weather's been bad. Yeah, all over. It's been snowy, rainy where I'm at. It's the temperature keeps dropping, so it's turning more into snow. Very fun. But yeah, I'll probably just do a halftime game for this first stream. I need to like wake myself up a little bit. Taking a while to get to the fucking back to the game. It was raining pretty good here. Then it kind of became sleety and should eventually turn to snow. We'll do the first half. Ugh. Damn. This is one person left watching. No, 2. Sorry. Oh, there isn't too bad here. That's good at least. Yeah, it's a good game. So far, anyway. And the kick is away. And it's a touchback. All right. Rams handed off. Gain of about 5 there. Let's sign Scooball. Hopefully, Paul. Doesn't seem like it seems like we're a little far off on arbitration, so I'm guessing they're just gonna wait for next year to do anything about that. You got Texans beating Steelers. Yeah, I have a crazy game like that too. Oh, play got whistled dead. It'll be 2nd and 10 on a false start. 8:12 to go here in the second quarter. 8:12 remains in the first half. You got like $100 in gift cards. Nice, man. What are you gonna get? Some cool ass shit. It looks like the Rams were somehow offsides. Oh, they were. What a bunch of idiots. It'll be 2nd and 15 now. Back-to-back penalties on the Rams. They had a 2nd and 5. Now it's 2nd and 15. They're imploding. Here come the Panthers faithful. You got over $900. Nice, man. That's pretty good. They take a shot and they hit. Who the fuck caught that? Higbee. All the way to the Carolina 34. What a catch. What a play. What's up, B-Major? By the way, if y'all haven't left a like yet, consider doing so. It does help us out. We have 7 right now. If everyone who hasn't left a like yet leaves one, we'll be at 1 million. Trust. Also, if you don't leave a like, you're gay. It's not my rule. I go by playground rules. And those are kind of like just, I make the rules. All right, here we go. Oh. Nah, the Rams. Okay, the Rams just took a timeout. I don't know what they were doing before. There was a lot of time being wasted right there. 2nd down and 12. Commercials. 2nd down and 9. Eventually coming. Stafford takes a snap, looking. Throws. That'll be complete. Short of the first. That'll be a 3rd and 4 at the Carolina 28. Oh. Good drive so far if you're rooting for the Rams. Probably not so much so the other way around. Or for the Rams, not Iran. I hope I didn't say Iran. Anyway, Third down and 3. Stafford takes a bit of a shot at the end zone, and he caught it, but I think he's out of bounds. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, he wasn't able to. He was able to catch it. He just, yeah, he couldn't get either foot down, really. They're going to have to just kick it. You fake it if you're the Rams here. Just say fuck it and like they're lining up to do the kick, so they'll probably do it. But like, do you fake kick it? Scare money don't make money. And they kick it away. Pretty good kick right down the pipe for the most part. 17-7 with 5:24 to go here in the second quarter. 5:24 remains here in the first half. That'll make the score 17-7 in favor of the Rams. We'll see how the Panthers respond coming up. Oh, we just got to sit through another scoring commercial. These are always the longest, worst ones. They're a little bit worse than the 2-minute warning commercial at times. But overall, it has been too bad with the commercial breaks today. Surprisingly. No, it's not too bad yet. I mean, the drive changes haven't even all had commercials. I think it's just been scores in this first half. Scores and obvious injury timeouts. I gotta stand up in a second, get some like circulation in my legs or something. That might help kind of wake me up. I'm slowly waking up, but I must have not gotten very good sleep last night. But yeah, this game could get out of hand pretty quick though. All it takes is one bad drive here by the Rams or by the Panthers, and all of a sudden it's 24-7 with the Rams getting the ball at halftime. So it can switch up pretty quick here. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. Hopefully I just burped out the tired right there. Oh, I thought they fumbled the ball for some reason. I'm like, did they just fumble it? No, not even close. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 24. Here come the Panthers. Return. For the Panthers, you probably want to go down there and score again right before the half. Because the Rams do get the ball at the half. So if they don't get points here, it could suddenly, again, be 24-7 with the Rams getting the ball right back. And then it's 31-7, and it's like, all right, well. Gonna go with the handoff. Hey, good run. They gain 8. 2nd and 2 with Dowdle. Or is that Hubbard? I don't know who their backs are, to be honest. Well, I don't know their numbers. Third or 2nd and 2. I don't know about you. Well, that run went nowhere. It'll be 4th down and 2. $4:20 to play here with on the 3rd and 2 here for the Panthers coming up. Seahawks hoping to hold them here and get the ball back so they can try and perform the ever popular double score at the before the half. It's not going good for him, Space. It sure isn't. Yeah, smoke them if you got them. You know, blaze it up, 420s. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. Helps the stream out, gets more people in here. We have only got 6 or 7 likes. We could use like 100 million likes, but hopefully we can get there. Anyway, most likely we'll see a punt. 4th and 2. Watch for the fake. They just bring out Josh Allen and he just throws the ball in the NFL. Like, good job, Josh. That counts. Like, thank you. All right. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 at the Rams 12. What a good punt. We'll see if the Rams can go the length of the field, add on another set of points, but they went to a commercial break, unfortunately. From the NFC South into the NFC Central, and I don't know. I don't mind the ordering of every. Like, again, I think the only thing I don't know. I think everything's good. Discord, that's the official score bug. It got confirmed. What's up, stud? Nice to see it. Who confirmed it? Oh, looks pretty nice. Looks good. What's up, Matt? Nice to see it. Ooh, long field ahead. They'll have to go 88 yards to kind of bury the Panthers here before the half, then get the ball back at halftime. So, again, the double score is in play. Fernando's like, I have top men working on it. Who? Top men. I hate the water, and I hate you. You guys ever play Area 51 pinball? Or the Area 51 shoot game? Like an Area 51 like shooter arcade style game. A fun game. Someone in my family was such a big fan of that game, they owned the literal like the actual arcade game itself, and I could just sit there and play it a lot. Seems like it. 2nd down and about 6 coming up here. Ball's at the Rams 16. 3:07 to play here in the first half. Or, well, 3. I missed the clock there. I didn't see the 1 there. 3:14, 3:13, 3:12, 3:10. Rams looking incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6 coming on up. .302 remains here in the second quarter. It looks like... What do we got? 17-7, Rams lead. The Rams took a weird timeout here, but it is the first half, so it don't really matter. The CBS, Fox, NBC all debuting score bugs in 25. That's true. The only one that made sense to you was for the Fox. Yeah, because you're doing a Super Bowl. Yeah, I've heard there's a couple guys kind of fucked up. Like people got sick or something. Ooh. Well, that's an incomplete pass. So the Rams will have to punt it away. A golden opportunity to bury this game a little bit here. Ends in a punt. Yeah, this is some of y'all's MVP. Drake May completes that throw with his eyes shut. Like the old CBS, I have like the... Okay. Got that into... Oh! I think the Panthers just muffed the punt. Well, never mind. The Rams still got the football. I don't believe what I just saw. What a play. This league. Damn, Travis Etienne's little brother. Shitty Etienne. I think that's his initials. Pat Stafford bailed out. Oh, I was born ready, Kevion. All I can think about is how good of a win it's going to be. Should be a win anyway. Hopefully you're good. If you're still here, stud, hopefully you're doing well. Pat Stafford. Yeah, Mr. Pat on the field there. Let's see if they get bailed out. Dude, I can't believe Stafford made that guy miss that catch. Made him mishandle the punt. That's why Matt is the MVP. Liberal. Conservative. And that'll be a gain of about 7. A gain of about 7. Panthers genuinely don't seem like they even belong in the on the same field. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. I'm gonna rip a dart at the 2-minute warning, and then I'll be right back. You picked the 7 right. I picked the Packers too. I don't know. They're from Chicago. Kind of a 50-50 thing. And that's a big run for a first down to the Carolina 26. And a reminder, Rams do get the ball at the halftime. They lead 17-7 and can go up 24-7 here. They got the ball back after they punted the ball, and ETN was unable to reel in the punt. Oof. Be right back. Going to go rip a dart a few times, so I'm ready to go for halftime. And a little bit more. I'm more awake now. I'm feeling a lot more dialed in. All right, I'm back. Sorry about all that. I'm back. I'm back. I'm better than ever. All right, let's hope for an exciting end of the first half. By the way, if you could leave a like, I'd appreciate it. Help the stream out quite a bit. Here we go. Play action. Stafford looking. I think that's coming back. I think that's going to be a hold. But I believe that's going to be coming back. I don't know what that is, but I think it's an illegal block in the waist or block above the back or something. Saints and Falcons would be playing better. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Saints would be up like 35-0 or something like that. First and 20 coming up. Minute 50 to go. 17-7 is the score. Pretty windy, it looks like. Rams just do a simple draw up the middle here. Panthers hit a timeout, so it's more like 1:46 to play here in the second quarter. 17-7. It's like second and like 13. Big pickup there on a nice draw. Good play. The Bears need a miracle comeback to beat the Packers. That's true. That is true. But we don't pick the Packers here. We don't be doing that. Second and 13 here. Minute 46 to play. Panthers have 2 timeouts to work with. Rams have 1. 17-7 is the score. Pretty much in field goal range now if you're the Rams. They run it again up the middle and they get really nothing going. So back to the line of scrimmage there. A little bit of shoving after the fact. Obviously, there's going to be a timeout with a minute 42 to play. I think the Rams are trying to bait the Panthers into doing something stupid. Third and 12. Let's see what they dial up. 1 timeout left for each team. Dun, 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 dun. Third down and 12. Stafford looks. He has a guy across the middle. They'll hit their final timeout with a minute 37 to go so that Panthers have none remaining. Minute 37 left. It'll be like 4th and 3. So at 4th and 3, you have to wonder, do you go for it? Or at least do you at least go on the field and try to get him to jump off sides? That's a 100% yes. Right here, you do that. And you probably even go for it on a quick pass. I mean, it probably won't hurt you. I mean, you have the MVP. You have the first team All-Pro quarterback. Surely he converts this against the Rams, right, Fernando? Packers 49ers would be... Yeah, it would be. Stafford, who can just run for it, and he almost threw a pick. Wow. Really? Why didn't he just run it? He genuinely could have just ran that for a first down by a mile. Look at this shit. Oh, it got batted down. It wasn't almost picked. I saw that weird. From the other angle, it looked like it was like a drop pick. Nice job by the defense. Way to push it down. My MVP, Drake May, would have made that play. All right, Panthers take over. They have no timeouts and 1:31 to work with. 1st and 10. Ball at their own 20. Well, yeah, at their own 20. Maybe 19. 7 playing a 2 seed, and then we'll be playing a 1 seed NFC West team. Yeah, Packers having to play the Seahawks if they win their game is rough. Second and 10. Yeah, the end result was an incomplete pass no matter what, Space. You're right. You're right. Watch pick 6. Oh, they take a shot, and they really just threw a flag on that. That's kind of a shitty flag. Is that even a catchable football? Because that puts the ball literally at like the 45-yard line. That's barely a catchable football, man. Wow, that was overthrown by a mile almost, and they still got that one. That's a pretty generous fucking call for the refs. I don't know about that call. Rams are about to blow this game 100%. Only because I put $14,000 on them in this game. Do you imagine? And a wide open number 18. I don't know who that is, but he got wide open all the way to the Rams 16-yard line. 53 seconds to go. We flipped the field entirely. It's 1st and 10 at the Rams 16. I know. Sheesh. Bears game is on Prime. I mean, you could just watch it for free on Amazon, most likely. Or on Twitch.tv/Amazon Prime. What, you too broke to have a Twitch account? Sheesh. If you're American, you can just watch it for free, I'm pretty sure. And they shoot it at the end zone. Nope, okay. Leggett unable to make a play. I don't even think you need a Twitch account to watch it for free on Twitch. I think you just go to twitch.tv and just click on the stream. It does say no broke boys allowed right when you click on it, and it says, look at you watching for free. And then every so often it just says that really loud, but it's not that bad overall. They go, broke ad, little dick ad boy. And it's like, that's weird. I'm not even an adult. Why would you say that to me? 3rd and 10. On Twitch, like it literally pisses me off for all the patriotic people complain about it. Yeah, I don't understand why people are mad about it. It's like, yeah, it's great. It's for free. I love the fact that it's on Prime. Whenever it's on Prime, I'm like, fuck yeah, free football game. It's on Twitch. And Bryce Young, he's just going to scramble. He's got room and he scores. Woo! Look at that. It's 17-13, 17-14 pending the extra point. Bryce Young runs it in for a touchdown. 37 seconds to go in the half. Wow. You never once heard of this? You didn't know that like every Thursday night football game or every game that's on Amazon Prime is free on Twitch? Every one of them, Space. Every single Thursday night game. Yeah, somewhat. Now let's see if the Panthers can put them away. Do you think we should have an onside kick? Like, if you're the Panthers, do you onside this? No, I'm just kidding. And then try to get like 3 or 4 plays in 30 seconds and score a touchdown again before the half. I do it on Madden all the time, so I'm pretty sure they could do it in real life. They just have to like pay attention and play good. Uh-oh. Rams players are starting to get fucking pissed off on the bench. Why are they like breaking down? You get the ball back at the half. You're good. Should have probably had the double score, though. Oh, damn, that's a penalty. Well, that'll start at the 40. First and 10 at the 40 for the Rams. They get the ball at their own 40. They have 1 timeout and 37 seconds to move the ball down the field. Let's see how they do. Good shot to at least get a field goal here to go up 2014. Yeah, she'll work out for you, Space. As long as they actually still have it on there, but I don't know if they're going to or not. Stafford takes the snap. Looks, throws, complete. Dang, cross midfield to about the 46. They'll take a timeout. 30 seconds or 29 seconds to play here in the first half. 29 seconds remains here in the second quarter. Bryson Cocker and Bryce running. Hey, you never know, Chris. You guys got a prayer now. It's not so much dead. I mean, now, you know, you were looking potentially at like 31-7 because like they were looking like they were about to march that right down and score. And then they would have got the ball at the half, which they probably would have also scored on the momentum. You know what I mean? That could have been a disaster run of points on that muff punt. First and 10. Stafford throws. Another bad throw. Not my MVP. Second and 10. 27 seconds to go. Is that not a flag on Devontae? That's got to at least be holding on Devontae out there. So the Panthers are allowed to cheat in this game. All right. League wants a rematch of the Patriots versus Panthers from all those years ago. It'll be 3rd and 10 on another incomplete pass. 22 seconds to play. Stafford looks like he might have hurt his hand. Oh, no. There's no way this is about to happen again to the Rams, right? Where they're just going to lose a game to Carolina. Doesn't seem possible. Stafford throws. And Puka somehow just didn't catch the ball. What happened? Maybe he was thinking about doing that racist hand thing. He was thinking about streaming with Aiden Ross. He's like, damn, dude, this is going to look so cool on kick. And then he dropped it. He's like, damn, I can't do my special hand celebration. And it's punted away. That'll probably end the half, by the way. We'll probably just see a punt or kneel down. Well, what a fun half. 17-14, the momentum on the side of the Panthers. Not really sure what the hell happened to the Rams there at the end of the half. Those last couple drives were pretty bad. Pretty bad. But you never really know, right? There's a whole nother half that's about to happen. Puka's pretty tore up about dropping that ball. So that could be a real disaster for the second half. Because that was a touchdown. If Puka would have caught that ball, that was 6. Oh, Puka may be hurt even. Well, that's bad. Stafford's hand is a little banged up. Puka may be a little banged up. That could be a real disaster for half 2. It looks like Stafford also banged his hand off somebody's arm. Fucking Panthers about to fluke their way to a Super Bowl appearance. Everyone consumed by the greatness of Carolina. Por la Cartora. Da-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Damn. There was just nobody. The stream goes through peaks and valleys. We'll do it all the way through for the most part because the game actually got pretty entertaining. But I hope the stream doesn't die. Down to 2 or 3 people ain't great. It's not a very reassuring sign for tonight's stream at all. I'm even going to do it now. Not sure if there's much of a point. It's already an uphill battle with Grossi, but he's a Packers guy. I don't know if there's a point in streaming that game later, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it still. I've also just come to the realization I don't care who wins the NFC. It's harder to watch NFC play. I'm excited to watch Bills Jags tomorrow. I'm excited to watch the Patriots play. No, I know, B Major. I don't expect people to chat. It's just it's been a pretty slow stream today. And just really the last couple months, it's been pretty bad. Yesterday was one of the better streams we've had in a minute, I feel like. As far as just an active stream that wasn't this. We can't even really hit 10. We're struggling to hit tens of people. Game's free on Twitch to watch tonight. We'll see how everybody's health is. I think everyone will be mostly all good, though, for the second half. Well, 17-14, not so bad. Rams do get the ball to start the second half, so they kind of erase a lot of their problems with the quick score. But if they come out and kind of shit the bed again, the Panthers could really take a lead in this game pretty early into the third quarter. They've got the momentum to do so. Would it be quite the call for those who went like, yeah, I think they'll do it again? And it's not that like it's like a bad like their logic is hilarious to be like, yeah, you know, you beat one team once, you probably can beat them again. Even though like the actual adage in the NFL is always a little like, or the general wisdom of how that works is like, you don't want to play a team twice. Especially if it was like kind of a close, kind of a weird game you barely won. It's like, you probably should just be happy you escaped with your one win and hope to God you don't got to play them again in the playoffs. Those are always the scariest games to go back into. You blow a team out, you kind of just may have their number. Or it was a bad game. It's like one of the two extremes. Like the Bears and the Packers, to me, I'm like, damn, dog. If I was a Bears fan, I'd be like, if anybody else could have been the seventh seed, and I'd be confident. I don't know. Should be an interesting little second half. I was trying to think of the word. I'm like, what should I call this thing? It's the second of the halves. Still 5 or 6.5 minutes. Still halftime ends. Seems brutal. Damn, Carolina looks creepy right now. That's just kind of what it looks like there. You know, it's daylight there in Carolina. It's supposed to be bright. The Rams just bring their smog with them from California wherever they go, and they deploy it in the cities that they're playing. Stupid commercials around. Ooh. What is this? Hey, I'm a guy. There's a chick talking. Hey, I'm a guy. You're a chick. Hey, everybody vote for me. Blue hair guy screams, yay. Oh, I was right. It is a vote. Oh, damn. I actually got that right. I don't know what the fuck commercial that was supposed to be. I didn't pay much attention, but there's a brain on the screen. Now there's three. Oh, it's the fucking infomercial for their shit. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna step out. There's only a few minutes left. By the time I come back, it should be ready to go. Mickey Mouse playoff without the Lions? Pretty much, yeah. All right. Well, hopefully this is about to be a fun second half. Otherwise, that would suck. All right, I'll be right back. We're going to get some drink and then pretty much ready to go. Ooh. Well, it should be over soon anyway. That's always a big plus. Got to sit through like a couple more commercials, and we should be back to the kickoff. Rams will get the ball, 17-14. You know, the more I think about it, the more fun it would be if the Rams just sort of lost. Yeah, that scoreboard looks pretty nice. Oh, and they have the Patriots winning 27-24, I see. Interesting. Leaked the script. Looks like an epic comeback for us, too. That's going to be great. Or we get up to like a 27-0 lead and they come back slowly but aren't able to complete. By the way, if you haven't left a like yet, consider doing so. What up, Jehu? Rams kind of choking right now. Fumbled the end of that half. But yeah, if everyone can leave a like to start off the second half, that'd be pretty cool. We can maybe get into the double digits of likes. We have 8. Pretty solid. It's not too bad. 2 away from double digits. And they kneel it down. 1st and 10 at the 35. Here come the Rams. Should be interesting. Again, Stafford kind of banged his hand up a little bit, and we don't know how healthy Puka's going to be now. Your favorite teams are Patriots, Dodgers, Thunder, Indiana, and Florida Panthers. Yeah, I think so. Those are all good teams, dude. Weren't you an Eagles fan last year, too? Wow, nice job by the defense to force that out on Devontae Adams. Nice job by Jackson. 2nd and 10. This game's interesting now. Panthers all of a sudden are turned the fuck up. Yeah, I was going to say, and then I remember like during the game, you're like, that's it. I can no longer root for an incompetent organization. Mahomes is mid, and then you're like, I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. And then when the Patriots beat the Bills, you decide to start rooting with the Pats. Once again, short to Devontae Adams. Nice job by J.C. Horn. 3rd and 10. Yeah, Fernando's favorite player is Shothai Ordonez or whatever. He's a big fan of the Dodgers Tarek Otani. Or Shohei Skubal or whatever. And incomplete and out of the hands. He tried to hit Devontae 3 straight times. No dice. They'll punt away their opening possession. Uh-oh, Jehu. What's your favorite basketball team? All of a sudden, Jehu's like, oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. We have Patriots, Dodgers. Let me guess, are you a Lakers guy? All right, well, never mind then. Well, you've avoided the bandwagon allegations for now. It's like that meme of you know that like meme in SpongeBob where like the fish bear or the bear fish draws a circle, like there's a circle like this around him, and like he like points out, he's like, "Ooh, that bull sting saved you." You're good, Fernando. See, I like the Patriots literally only be like over the Lions only because I didn't watch football until I watched the page. Like my fandom is very simply put like this: whatever the first team I watch play a sport is that I can remember, and whoever won that game is my favorite team. I could be a Mariners fan, but the Tigers beat the Mariners in the first game I watched. Red Wings won their first game. Pistons won the first game I watched of basketball. And then in like 2005, I finally watched the Lions play football, and I was like, I guess. I was like, oh, we have a team in Detroit? Oh, that sucks. So I was like, well, these guys aren't very good at all. That's a 9-yard pickup by Bryce Young. I was a bandwagon fan technically, because I didn't understand the scope of what a Super Bowl was when I first. Literally, it just like the whole thing was an accident. Like the first football game I ever watched was the Patriots versus Panthers Super Bowl. I was like, well, whoever I pick, whoever wins is whoever wins. This is my favorite team. These are obviously the two best teams, so I'm going to pick from them. Yeah, I literally could be a Carolina Panthers fan having just that one great year of a Super Bowl that I don't remember very well at all. I just watched one game that year. But I've never left the team. So I consider that to be, it's like, well, I made it through the bad years, so I'm a loyal fan. That was kind of a false start. Ball looks like it got tipped. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball's at the Carolina 28. And I just like all the shitty Detroit teams. And then also the Padres in baseball. Second and 10. Yeah, Seth, you've been talking about that for a couple days now. Anyway, 2nd down and 10. You're the only person I've seen talk about that. But I'm sure he probably is going to have a visit at least. Incomplete pass on a long ball. Don't know where that was going. It's 3rd and 10. Little over 13 minutes, about 10 seconds to play. 13-10 roughly to go here in the third. Fair. My Twitter doesn't show sports news anymore, to be perfectly fair. It's just all politics somehow now, which is retarded. Sucks. 3rd and 10. Probably going to have to delete Twitter. It's useless now. And that'll be a complete. They actually completed that ball. He hung on. What a catch by... never mind. It's Tet McMillan. Who do you think caught it? What a good pace. He's obviously the rookie of the year, right? I don't know if Shuck played enough to win. Again, normally it's a quarterback, but it's like, I don't know. This Ted McMillan guy, he's clearly the best rookie from the class, right? Offensively. It's like him or Henderson. But I don't think you can give offensive rookie of the year to a guy who didn't hit 1,000 yards. So on the ground, anyway. I'd love for Henderson to win the award, but it's like probably gonna go to probably Tet, right? Maybe Warren? No, the Colts guy kind of cooled way off. Kind of, Kevin. It feels like it, doesn't it? 2nd and 5. Crazy that we have a handful. We have a good hand. Yeah. Let's see. Bryce is what, a 3rd year? He's very young. I mean, we can throw Bryce in there too, but he's a 3rd year. Let's see who else is in there. CJ's a 3rd year that we could probably throw in there. He's been in the playoffs before, though. He don't count. But yeah, otherwise you got Caleb Williams, May, Bo Nix. So he's 4. Yeah. I was gonna say both teams are. I think the Rams were offsides, by the way, and that'll be enough for a first down. Yep, for the first time ever, neither 1 seed has a playoff win. Mostly, well, but I think they're both 0-1 too, or at least 0-1, because I think Darnold lost that playoff game he was in, and I think Bo Nix lost the playoff game last year. Am I right about that? Did Bo Nix and them make the playoffs last year, like as the 7 seed? I have like this vague memory of them doing so. But I also could be dead wrong on that. I think so too. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Bo's got some playoff experience, I think. Which is why I wouldn't be surprised if they win a playoff game. They're very good late game, so they're tough to deal with. Similar with the Bears. If the Bears actually are that good in late game, they could easily beat the Packers or whoever they play next week. Or this week, they could easily beat the Packers, you know. Because again, it's like, is it a symptom that they need to come back late in games, or are they just very good in late game, and that's where they kind of make their money when other teams are not as aware? That'll be a screenplay. They get a first down. Good screen. 1st and 10 to the Rams 35. Panthers are driving. Oh, I do too. Yeah, I like long drives because they eat up the clock, keep things moving in a good way. Oh yeah. Plus, like they're not doing as many commercial breaks, which has been nice. Even on some change of possessions, they haven't been doing a ton of commercials. Like on short drives. Let me guys are talking more players to the Phillies. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really give a shit right now, Seth. Not trying to be rude or anything. But the furthest thing I give a shit about right now is free agency in baseball. I won't care for another month about baseball. A month and 3 days, and then I'll be back in. When pitchers, catchers, and hitters, when hitters report is when I actually start caring about baseball. Until then, it's like, I don't really give a shit. Especially about like rumors. Small gain, 3rd and 7. I watch all the spring training. That's how I'm able to make unbelievable predictions in the sport of baseball. About how I predicted the Tigers win total every year for the past every year I've covered the Tigers. By the way, you don't do exact record predictions in baseball. You do a span of like 3 games. Like 85 to 87 wins. Nah, they fell short. It'll be 4th down and 3 at the Rams 28. They probably just kicked the field goal here. Tie this shit up if you can. Shit. 7:55 to play, and the Panthers are running out the field goal unit to try to tie this thing up. Well, this is big. This guy can nail this kick. The Rams lose. Because before the game, Sean McVay said he's so confident that they're going to win. For every field goal, the Rams will throw them an extra 3 points at the end of the game. So if the game ends at 17-17, the Panthers win. 2017. Be a points donation. What's up, Nathaniel? It's a secret playoff rule that only some teams know about. Man, he barely made that kick. 17-17 with 7:29 to go. No, I don't know what the Rams are doing, dog. They're blowing this football game. Saquon's birthday? Oh, happy birthday to Saquon. It's about a month away. Maybe they're in the Super Bowl for it again, Seth. You have the Rams winning the whole thing? Oh, no, your playoff bracket could be fucked. I also have them in the Super Bowl as well. Losing to, well, I'd rather not say. Well, you could probably just see the stream. Or you could just take a guess who I have winning the Super Bowl at this point. It's probably not that hard to guess. And by the way, if you have a favorite team still in the playoffs, I'll say this. If you don't think your favorite team who's in the playoffs actively is going to win the Super Bowl, you're a bad fan. I don't care how objective you want to try to be, how like cool or like non like fanatical you want to seem. If you're playoff bracket and you're a fan of a team that's left, doesn't have your team at the top, and you go, nah, I clearly have a path, I think you're a bad fan. I don't care for your fans' opinion. Like, I don't want you rooting for my team. If you're a Patriots fan, that's like, nah, we'll lose in like the divisional round, but it's a good year. It's like, loser? What do you mean we're gonna lose? The Super Bowl's right there. We just got to beat 3 teams and then win the Super Bowl. Number 7's right in our grasp. It's never been so clear. We can just stay healthy. We have as good a shot at as literally anybody. The only team I'm a little worried about beating us is Buffalo. And that's just because that's a 50-50 toss-up. Everything else, especially if the Rams lose right here and somehow the Seahawks go down, oh man, we're probably the favorites. If the Bills go down, the Rams go down, and the Seahawks go down, we're probably the favorites to win the whole thing. They won't score any runs on us. No points. We'll shut them out. Not worried about them. They're a run team that can't throw the football. And we do the one thing we do well with Milton Williams back and Robert Spillane back is stop the run. One-dimensional offenses don't do well against us. They never have. However, the Eagles also go Super Saiyan in the Super Bowl, so I don't really know what's about to happen. Your mom's a Cowboys fan? Well, I don't. I think my team would destroy Denver. I genuinely don't think anything of that team. Like, even me not being like shit-eating confident, I think we dominate the Broncos. I don't think they're anywhere near as good as what their record indicates. I think needing multi-score comebacks against teams like the Giants is not a sign of a good football team. It's a sign of a very lucky team. I don't know. A lot of real close games against real bad football teams all year. I don't know if I dig that. Don't know why. I could be dead wrong. I know their defense is good, but at the same point, I don't know. I think our offense, we just shut their offense down and win like 13-10. Real shitty ass defensive game it might be. Rams run ahead and pick up 3. 2nd and 7 at the 33 for the Rams. They've gone cold since about halfway through the second. Broncos-Texans divisional game. 2 great defenses, 2 horrible offenses. I think the Texans get upset. I think that's going to be the big upset of this round. Broncos, hell yeah, Kevin. You're a good man. Besides, Donald Trump's the president. I'm pretty sure we're going to win again. 1, he's a big fan of the Patriots. 2, Robert Kraft is a good guy. And you know how the Trumps are with Israel, and Robert Kraft is like a big Israel representative. Guess who's going to win the Super Bowl, baby? Bang. Do the math. Q is here. He's in control. Patriots win, and we're back in charge. It's all the messaging. Patriots win. Get it? It's a real big coincidence that my team fell apart right when that Joe Biden got into office and signed the super secret executive order 69-67-420 that prohibited the Patriots from being good, and they had to redistribute all their... I've told you guys about this during the whole Biden presidency. I've exposed this. There's an injury, by the way. That's why I'm talking about this. So what happened is Biden was sick of the Patriots always winning because he's a Jets fan or something like that. Or an Eagles fan. And so he signed the executive order. It's commercial break, by the way. 3rd and 7 when it comes back. So yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Barely. We barely won anything. We had to take it. That's why the NFL came so hard at us. We won the game illegally. The Seahawks were supposed to beat us and embarrass us, just like we'd been getting embarrassed for the last couple of years in the Super Bowls during the Obama era. So after Biden gets into office and signs that, all the bad teams became good, like the Lions and all these other loser teams. No offense, Kevin. But the second everything changes, look who's back on top of the football world. Coincidence? I don't know. Probably. I don't think the government gives a shit about American football. Like, oh, look, football's on. Let's put some fucking army advertisements. And then the dorks and the fucking who are like former high school athletes are like, dog, dude, I love football. My favorite team is the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just fucking dorks. You ever try to talk to people who don't know ball about football and you don't know what kind of unhinged opinions you should have, and you just end up taking the worst possible takes of all time around people? You're just like, yeah, I hope they can win. Anyway, it's 3rd and 7 once the injury timeout's over with. I believe a Rams lineman was the injured player. He looked kind of big. Trilius was, yeah, so it's one of their bigger players. One of the linemen was the injured player. Hopefully he's all right. Worst team is the Cowboys. Not really. Browns, Giants, or Jets. Probably the Jets. Jets have been bad since like the 1960s, pretty much. With like 4 or 5 good years in between. And they get a first down. That's a big catch into Carolina territory by Devontae Adams. 1st and 10 to the 48. Yeah, I was going to say, Cowboys really aren't on the list of bad teams. Technically, they're like the 3rd or 4th greatest franchise of all time. Oh, you mean they didn't get one pick this year in the Jets? I doubt the Raiders. I doubt Geno Smith didn't throw no interceptions this year. 2nd and 10, incomplete pass at the Carolina 48 coming up. Yeah, it is kind of wild though. The Jets have a good defense. I don't know how they didn't get any picks. They have at least at the start of the year, their defense is too talented to not have gotten any. Yeah, you kind of misworded that a little bit, Jay. I knew what you. Oh, see, Stafford's hand's hurt, guys. I think there's some broken shit going on there, but he's gonna play through it, obviously. But it just got hit again. It looks like. Yeah, Mendoza's going to the Raiders, though. That's the most obvious thing in the world. That might be a little squad development. If they can build up a line there, that might be something. 3rd and 5. Mendoza, Jainty, Bowers, Mayers. You can do something with it. Get a good receiver, and there's something there. That's not terrible. They were good in the start, but they were trash. Yeah, I mean, they were really bad defensively. I think it's because Glenn plays man defense, and the Jets kind of have a zone defense, and it just didn't. They have the pieces that play zone, which is why they got rid of all the pieces they got rid of. They don't mesh. What a hit on Devontae. I think he knocked that shit out. Is Devontae okay? Oh my God, dude. That might be one of the most old school hits I've seen. They're really not going to flag that, are they? That's so fucking lame, dude. What are they going to flag? No, dude. There should be no flags on that. For what? There should be no flag on that play. It's 4th and 5. Clean hit. That was a chest-on-chest hit. Look. Chest to chest. Boom, boom. That was chest on chest. Not even, he hit him. He led with his shoulder into his chest. Oh, no, they're really going to hit him with the fucking helmet to helmet on that, dude. What a bullshit call they're about to make in this game. What a terrible fucking call they're about to make in this game. What a terrible fucking call that is. They called it unnecessary roughness. What a weak ass fucking call, dude. I fucking hate that so much. If he'd have just kept his head forward, they'd have just never called it. Because their helmets brushed. And Devontae didn't even take a headshot. He ran out of air. That's why he was slow to get up. No, I can't see the call. I don't know why they called that. That was clearly he just moved his head out of the way so it didn't get hit. He would have been like this, so his head didn't get smashed. If you look at it again, it looks more like he went like this to move his head out of the way so it wasn't involved in the thing, and it didn't really connect. That's a weak call. That's a really weak call in my opinion. Anyway, 2nd down and 6 at the Carolina 24. Boo. I hate that, dude. That was such a good play by the Panthers right there. That was such a nice play. And incomplete. 3rd and 6. Nice job. Oh, that would have been a nice pick right there. Well, they should get picked. There's fucking ball don't lie. Should be Panthers football right now. That these dickheads are about to get a free field goal out of this at the very least. Hopefully the field goal gets blocked or misses. Some MVP can't even beat the fucking Panthers convincingly. My team beat the Panthers Like, I'm not even trying to brag, but my guy Drake May beat the Panthers like 48-10, dog. It wasn't even a challenge. We beat them so bad we took our starters out in like the third quarter. It's really not that. I don't understand why the fucking Rams can't beat this team. That's fourth down. They're going to kick a field goal. They're not that good, dog. You know what I mean? Drake May was dude. We couldn't stop scoring against these guys. Well, we beat the Falcons by like 2 points. I mean, we didn't destroy the Falcons. That was our like game we almost lost. That was really hard. But we brutalized this Panthers team. And it'll be 20-17. Us and the Bills are actually the only two teams that just destroyed Carolina this year. And I still don't understand how that played out. It's like the Bears losing 52-10 in week 2 to Detroit. And then neither team looked as bad or as good all season long. Until the last week of the season when Detroit beat Chicago and made them look stupid again. And Detroit looked like a monster defense. It's like, damn, Detroit, if you'd have just did that against the Vikings last week, you'd be in the playoffs. Hell yeah, we're hoping the Jags win. I'm really hopeful Jacksonville wins. I like my team's chances way more against the Jags than I do against the Bills. That I hope all the division's gone for me, because then those are just fun games then. I can, again, if we win one playoff game, I don't care about the rest of it. It's like, hopefully we win the Super Bowl. But if we can win a playoff game versus the Chargers, I'm very content. As a Patriots fan. Just want that one win tomorrow night. Then we'll see how we feel about who we got to play next. Yep. Let me guess. You're going to tell me that you guys should have beat us all those years ago because that guy, even though he was offsides, the play still should have counted or something. I've heard it all from Jags fans. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Robert. Yeah, I like Trevor Lawrence a lot too. The only sad part is I've been the biggest Trevor Lawrence defender, saying that we shouldn't even count his rookie year as a rookie year. You could ask anyone here. I defend Trevor Lawrence to the point where I'm like, well, the Urban Meyer year just doesn't count. He's like in his 5th year, sure, but it's actually like his 4th year, technically. Yeah, the 2017 year. I understand that game was interestingly called, but I don't know. The guy was offsides. It's just like the D Ford thing 2 years later. Or a year later or something like that. The same year. Or the next year. People just lined up offsides. I don't know. Shit. It happens. Wasn't the issue that, like, there was a player offsides on that play anyway, too? I don't know. I have to look back at it. Let's not do this because our fan bases start fighting, and there are Patriots fans here, Robert. Let's not do this. We all know how this develops between our two fan bases because we usually get along pretty well until that game is brought into it. Yeah, I know. We're just fucking around. It's so old. It's almost a decade old at this point. Plus, like, if we're being totally honest, I don't know. I feel good about the Chargers, but then it's like, oh boy, we could wind up having to play a really good team. What did the Rams just do? Because Carolina is at like the 46-yard line all of a sudden. No, a guy lost his cool. Oh no. Well, number 94 just got an unsportsmanlike penalty conduct. Or an unsportsmanlike penalty or conduct penalty. 1st and 10. You don't want to be giving up 3 yards in a close game like this. 4:10 to play. 4:10 to play here in the 3rd. Sorry, I burped, and I tried not to burp really loud on the mic. Second down, or yeah, second down about 4. Oh, he taunted. Damn, that's all he got. Dude, I genuinely hate the taunting. The we need Bryce to be. Yeah, we need the. They gained nothing on that. It'll be 3rd and 4. They get back to the line of scrimmage. Come on, Panthers, go score, my friends. We need you. Cooper DeJean? Why would DeJean? He's all pro, I saw, which is really cool, actually. .305 to play here. 304, 303, 302 remains in the third quarter. They hike it. Young throws. Oh, it's incomplete. Well, 4th and 4. They may punt this. They may go for it. Who knows? Yeah, I'll be live for the Jags game tomorrow and the Patriots as well. I don't know about doing the Bears and Packers game tonight. Mostly just because I think it'll be pretty dead just because of the people who stream those games are very large channels. All right, they're going to go for it. 4th and 4. Might as well. If you're Bryce Young, you should probably just try to run for it. They got you spied out, Bryce. He wasn't able to find anything. He almost had 82, but he just a little bit longer. He might have been able to hit him at the sideline. But good job by the Rams defense. I mean, they're going to give the ball back anyway. I guess they could have tried to pin him pretty far down in the end zone. Yeah, that could come back to get him. 20-17, Rams hold the lead. They get the ball back at the Rams 48, so they have it at just shy of the 50. 2:46 to go in the third. Rams get the ball back, and we'll see if they can't kind of, maybe go up by 10 here. I thought the first team All-Pro running back was James Cook. What's up, Charles? Nice to see you, my friend. And I thought the second team All-Pro... Oh, no, Bijan Robinson was first team. And then second team was James Cook, which I'm surprised Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't second team. Surely all of those running backs broke a Barry Sanders held record this season. Surely. Very common occurrence to break whatever. Jahmyr Gibbs did have a shitty end of the season. Ooh. Good thing you're doing good, man. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, we're at 12 likes. That's pretty good. We're up at least in the double digits. Nah, I appreciate y'all. Good looking out. It's slightly snowing in Chicago. Yeah, it's kind of snowy, rainy, cold here. It was rain snowing earlier. Nothing really stuck, though. Game of the Year candidate? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like this game should have never. Yeah, it shouldn't. Kevin, it's shocking that this game is going the way that it is. It seems like the Panthers just genuinely know how to play the Rams, and that's very funny to think about. That's a 6-yard pickup on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4. About the Carolina 48 or 47. Or, I did bad math. Right, like the 44 or something like that. 46. God damn it. They go with the handoff. No, never mind. Play action. Stafford looking, and he gets sacked. That's a huge loss. That's a loss of it's a loss of 9 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 13. Yeesh. Watch them fumble it or fucking get picked here. Panthers run it back. Quisenberry's like, no. 3rd and 13 at the 45. Big play here for the Panthers. Can they stop the offense, or will the Rams pick up a first? And he gets picked. Well, who's got ESPN today, boys? Wasn't a pick 6, but that's about as close as it gets without actually being correct. Was that like 75% correct on that? Good Lord. Intercepted. Nice job. Was that JC? This is the MVP, huh? Can't even beat the Carolina Panthers, an 8-9 team. Jackson with the interception, sorry. Stat pad Ford. You hate winter? Me too, Seth. I hate this time of year. Doesn't look like they're going to a commercial break either, which is great. It's the only good thing about the playoffs. They don't do a lot of commercials. Dog, stat pad for this is embarrassing, dog. This is some people voted for this guy for MVP, by the way, for Matt Stafford. They literally said he's MVP over Drake May, who's about to drop a 50 piece on the Chargers tomorrow. Cringing gay pilled. 2nd and 9, 1 yard gain. Right, Fernando? Is that how you say it? You know, everybody has, like, all their bets have the Rams winning. But, like, we're all kind of, like, low-key, like, we're all kind of rooting for the Panthers at this point, right? Not literally for no reason other than it would be very funny. And I really appreciate that about football. Like, if you have no money on this game, 1,000%, you're very hardcore rooting for the Panthers right now. Because, like, they just made a huge play all the way down to the 9-yard line for number 19. What a fucking play. That's 1st and goal of the 9 for the Panthers to end the fourth, to go into the 4th quarter. Oh my God. Look how he could be gone. He almost. I don't know why a lot of people thought they was just because the Rams destroyed Arizona. No, I think what happened is you'd think that, like, there's normally, like, an adage, like, if you play a close game against a team, you beat them in the playoffs usually. Like when you play them a second time, it's because it's hard to beat a team twice in one season, you know? That's why sweeping a division is very impressive usually. In my opinion, anyway, that's what makes it impressive is you beat a team twice and often in 2 very close games. And again, when you just, like, I don't know, I feel like when you just, like, whoever just wins the game is always in danger of losing the next one. Eagles don't want to play Rams in playoffs. They might not have. Could you imagine if the Saints did the ultimate favor and got the Rams or got the Panthers into the playoffs by losing that game, the Falcons, and then the Panthers get revenge for the Saints? Chris, I don't even believe it. You might avenge the Saints' bad playoff game against the Rams. Could this be cosmic justice? Well, you're showing that you at least can beat the Rams for some reason. Or at least your team just does not falter against the Los Angeles Rams for whatever reason this is. It does show something, though, Chris. That's for sure. I don't know what. But it would be very funny if Bryce Young got a playoff win before Justin Herbert. So keep it up. Oh, yeah, I forgot your cousin's on the team, isn't he? Or something like that? Or do you just know someone on the team? That's right. That's right. Your friend's cousin. That's right. I was gonna say, I know you know somebody that's on one of the teams. Charge Rams. Yeah, they both use the same stadium. Okay. Oh, nice. That's cool. Byron Young. Number 0. That's gonna be a flag, you dipshit. Why'd he do that? That's like the dumbest penalty I've ever saw, because they're gonna throw that every time. What is the biggest robbery in NFL history? Like game-wise, like a team winning? Oh, 28-3. That game was over. Yeah, that's going to be a... Yeah, that's... If the fucking hit on what's-his-name earlier was helmet to helmet, that is too. First and goal to 3. $28-3 was a heist, dude. Oh, team getting cheated out of a win? The Lions against the fucking Packers. In the Foul Mary game, where Aaron Rodgers got sacked and then just went like this for some reason. They went, touchdown Panthers. Holy shit. 23-20 in the fourth quarter. Panthers have taken the lead. What's up, D? Here we are, the 2025 playoffs. You picked the Rams over the Panthers and won, and I've got the Packers upsetting the Bears in Chicago later on. Nice. Yeah, I've got the Rams winning this game, but I think I'm wrong. Lions versus Cowboys in the wild card. Oh, but see, there's no playoffs in the game I brought up. But no, that Rams Panthers, the Rams Saints game was probably the biggest steal of a playoff game in NFL history. That was inarguably one of the worst calls I've ever seen. Again, I don't think the refs won them the game because, again, there was overtime and everything like that still occurred. And the Saints still could have won, but that was among one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my entire life. In a playoff game, nonetheless, too. Oof. 24-20. I don't believe it. Oh boy, if the Rams lose this game, the Matthew Fraudford allegations. Fucking Rams fans are gonna have to hide from me, dude, and other Patriots. Dude, it would be very funny. Also, if the fucking Rams lose this game and the Patriots go on to win, because all week it's been Rams fans talking shit about how we're about to get our shit pushed in by the Chargers. And if the fucking Rams actually blow this game and we end up winning tomorrow, oh man. You know how much shit we're gonna go talk at them people? Like, damn, we were looking forward to the Super Bowl rematch against you dickheads. They've been outscored 24-6 since the second. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Carolina's just steady coming back. They're just putting one foot in front of the other, and soon they're walking out that door. I'm so glad I decided to not stop streaming this game. Because at first I was like, I'm pretty good. This game fucking sucks, dude. And then halftime it was like 17-14, and I went, wait a minute. No way, the 8-9 losing record. Panthers are politics with the way that Rams fans have been talking about every other team in the playoffs. It's unreal what's happening right now. As a Patriots fan, I'm enjoying this because the way that their fake-ass MVP and fake-ass first-team All-Pro quarterback can't beat the Carolina Panthers is embarrassing. This is some people's MVP. You guys thought Drake May should be MVP? Like, it sucks that the voting happens before the playoffs because, boy, oh boy, the fraud MVP of this league, jeez. When Dez caught the ball and they call it incomplete after, yeah, I would say that's a pretty bad one. Yeah, the MVP's already been voted on. Almost all the awards are pretty much done. Or a good chunk of them anyway. The AP awards anyway. Drake May is the MVP officially after this game, especially if he beats the Chargers. Drake is MVP. Drake is the people's MVP. The MVP of the streets. From a real street dude like myself. Yeah, I bet you they're like, damn, we should. Well, no, they shouldn't actually. No. Playoffs have no impact on the voting for the regular season awards. Bryce Young playing like he's 6 foot. Bryce Young playing like he's 5'9" right now. He's playing 5'9", 5'10", kind of confident. I guess we get a hint from earlier this season when the Panthers won by 3. I thought that because it was a close, kind of fluky win for the Panthers earlier, that meant that the Rams were going to come out and destroy them. Like what usually, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like how when a team gets beat by a team, like in like a fluky ass close game, usually if they play in the playoffs, the team that lost the fluky close game dominates the other team by like a couple touchdowns. $12 of 27. Yeah, he's having a bad game, Jehu. It's going to be very funny to talk shit. Well, Seth, you don't... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Seth. You're a good guy. Rams are driving here, though, which is a bit worrisome. 2nd and 5. Stafford has a wide open completion to Devontae Adams. He gets out of bounds at the Carolina 39. That's a big play. Yeah, we need another pick here from from Stat Padford. We should have ran the score up on the Jets in that game. Or on Miami in that to end the season. We should have just asked them if we could just keep throwing touchdowns against them. Fucking Cardinals, the Rams did it unashamedly, and it worked out entirely for them. We should have set it up with them before the game. Anyway, 2nd down and about 3, 4. What's a yikes? The Panthers defense just giving it right back. We're kind of entering shootout territory, which is shootout territory for these two teams is a hilarious game to be in. You remember who's Stafford? You mean Stafford, Seth? Like every game has been good lately, Fernando. We've been blessed lately. Yeah, it's the best season in a long time, man. It's a pretty good fucking season. We've had like 4 or 5 game of the years in one year, which is pretty crazy to think about. You have the Seattle the Rams game. You have that Ravens Bills game to start the year. You've got the oh, that was almost picked. And then you have a couple Bears games that were unbelievable games. That Bears Packers game. Oh man. Now they're just gonna run it and get the first because it's barely 4th down. It's like 4th and inches. Yeah, I think it's the Bears Commanders is the one I was thinking. The Broncos got a couple real exciting games. Patriots have one really good comeback win game where they kicked a walk-off field goal, I think. There have been a lot of really good games this year, and they get the first down. Damn, they needed that pick, dude. That was a game changer potentially. There was an absurd amount of like late comebacks with teams down by like 2 scores. Yeah, 10 comebacks. Yeah, and most of them were multi-score comeback games. Like it'd be like 24-10 and the team would win 27-24 or some shit. It was like a common trope of the year. Oh. 3rd down and 1 coming up. I mean, it could be Stafford's last year. Wouldn't be too surprising if he decided to retire at the end of this year. He almost did before the year. Now that he's got an all-pro, he's probably going to win MVP begrudgingly. He could probably head out. And they'll get another first down. And Stafford just does a sneak. It's 1st and 10 at the 17. They're inside the red zone. Rodgers could be out. Most likely he's out. I don't know, though. Rodgers is kind of tough to tell. Like, it wouldn't be all that surprising if he stuck around it for another year. They go with a handoff to Nakua. Little end around, and he gets 4. 2nd down and 6. Ball's at the Carolina 13. They're getting closer and closer. 9:15 to play in the game. Yeah, everyone fumbles sometimes. I think there's only a couple players who don't fumble in their careers. Stafford throws, and that'll be a touchdown. Kyron Williams with the catch. And the Rams reclaim the lead, 26-24, 27-24, pending the extra point. Yeah, boo. Faking lame. Faking Elton John. Well, all the fun is over for this game now that the Panthers are losing again. 8:47 to go here in the game. 8:47 remains in the 4th quarter. 27-24, Rams have reclaimed the lead. We'll see how the Panthers respond. They get the ball after the commercial. You've never seen Hurts fumble. I've seen him fumble. So, all right, I'll be right back. It's a commercial break. I'll be back in just as the commercial comes to a close. I'll be right back. I have to Bedard a few times. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Just in time. They're doing commercials for the NFL stuff, so I'm guessing. All right. Cool. Coming right up. Man, that pick would have been huge by number 21. Him breaking that pick up pretty much gave them that touchdown. Crazy. Crazy. Boy, this is taking a really long time to get to the kickoff. Jesus Christ. Oh, they just not show the kickoff, I guess. They just didn't show the kickoff, I suppose. 1st and 10. And that's a false start. 1st and 15. So we have a false start. We'll do it again. 1st and 15 at the Carolina 30. All right. Big drive for Carolina. Let's see if they can take the lead again or at least tie it up. Decent game for Bryce. And they'll gain like 4 on that. 2nd and 11. Started off 7 of 12, like 50 yards and a pick. Sense is like 10 of 18 for like 150 yards and pretty good. Maybe a touchdown. Can't remember if he threw or they ran it in. Either way. 2nd and 11. Yeah, this is a pretty good effort from the Panthers. Even if they can't pull it off, they made this a lot better of a game than we thought it was going to be. They swarm it. 3rd and 13. Need a big play. Let's see if they can find it. They've been finding big plays all day. A little bit of luck here. Yep. Yep, Seth. Yep. Eagles play tomorrow. Lane will be back. Bryce takes a bit of a shot here. And number 18 unable to reel it in up the sideline. That'll be 4th and 13. We'll have to see a punt here. Rams will be getting the ball back, and maybe the defense can make something happen for the Panthers. Maybe spark something. Not great. 7:14-ish to play. 7:30-ish. I don't remember exactly where the clock was at. $7:21. Dropped and bailed out. Yeah, I know. Fair caught at the 19 by the Rams. 7:14 to play. Here comes the Stafford and company. Panthers need to force a turnover here, or at least get a quick 3 and out. A 6 would be hilarious. Probably going to see a lot of runs, though, from the Rams here for a minute. Short plays, the short passes, runs, things to kill the clock. Because teams keep scoring. Yeah, it's entertaining. It's an entertaining game. Florida mom of 3 killed by husband over an NFL game. What? Maybe. Turnover would be big. Would be huge. Yeah, I didn't hear that about that. Crazy, Kevin. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. It does help out the stream quite a bit. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 6.5 to go. They're going to go play action. Stafford's going to throw it. Fires. He's got a 1st down. Tupuka Nakua. It looks like a couple of Panthers players may be injured. I'm not sure. I think J.C. Horn might have got rang up a little bit there. Yeah, J.C. got a little banged up. He's off the field, though. 6:23 to play here in the 4th. 27-24. Rams have it 1st and 10 at their own 39 and driving a bit. Trying to kill as much clock as possible here. Maybe get another score to make the comeback impossible. Big drive. Clock back moving. 6:17 to go. 6:16, 6:15, 6:14. And you know the drill, sort of. They hand it off. Flag on the play. Probably holding. What's up? What's up? I might be busy. I don't think the Jags are playoff ready. Hey, you might be biased. Maybe. I mean, it'll be a tough game for you guys, Jacob. Yeah, they're just not able to put this away. It's what do we got? 2nd and 20. Got to make that play. Oh. 3rd and 16 now. 5.5 to play. 5:27, 5:26, 5:25, and counting. 3rd and 17. Need a big stop here if you're the Rams or if you're the Panthers. I don't have to snap this till there's under 5 minutes to play. .457, 456, 455. Stafford checks it down to a pretty open receiver right there across the middle as a running back. 4th and 7 to the 42 he goes. They'll probably punt this away. So, hey, they make a stop. 4th and 7 at the 42. Watch out for a fake punt. Bryce Young legacy drive. It got blocked. No way. What a fucking... What? They fucking blocked the punt. 1st and 10 at the Rams, 30 for the Panthers. They blocked that shit. Wow. Well, this should at least lead to a tie. What a play by number 27. Simmons blocked it. Way to get your hand up there, dude. You know number 34 is sick to his stomach right now. You know number 34 of the fucking Rams who just let that guy run by him is sick. Unless something goes horribly wrong here, this game is going to be tough. Yeah, I mean, pretty close. 4:12 to go. They go with a fake play and they get it all the way to the Rams 14. What the fuck did they just do? What was that play? How did that work so good? Run that again. Just do the opposite. Was it like a really quick throw? Oh, it was. It was like a very fast RPO. Ooh. Suddenly, the energy in this game is on the other. The first down is at the 4-yard line. They have a first down at inside the 5. They're going to run it. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 at the Rams 7. Oh my God. 3:20 to go. 3:21, 3:20, 3:19, 3:18, 3:17. This is insanity. Got to play smart football for the Panthers. They're doing right by like keeping the clock moving as much as possible here. Second and 3. Oh, fuck. Ball got tipped. Almost got picked. Oh, 3rd and 3. Oh, my God. They almost just blew the game. Oh, man. Third and 3. Ball's at the 7. Third down and 3. Seahawks are probably the best team in the NFC right now, or at least they feel. Oh, touchdown. Oh, number 18 with a beautiful throw by Bryce Young. Oh my God, dude. What a throw. What a catch by Coker. What a throw, though. It's going to be 31-27 here. Panthers take a lead with 2:39 to play. What a play. What a throw and catch. Look at Bryce Young. Gets hit as he throws, falls away. The refs help him up. It's up. It's good. It's 31-27 with 2:39 to play. Both teams have all three timeouts. Let's see what the Rams do in response. Can the Panthers defense step up one more time? We could be on the verge of wild round one upset. Even though it's like, how the hell was this? Yeah, Max, this is a great football game. By the way, guys, we're at 15 likes right now. We're 5 away from the like goal of 20. If you could help out and leave us a like, that'd be pretty cool. What a game. Panthers putting on a show. Ended up 31-28. That is true. Yeah, this is some people's MVP, Max. Can you believe that shit? 18 of 35, 2 TDs and a pick versus the Rams. Or versus the Panthers. Ugh. This y'all's MVP, not mine, personally. Watch these idiots fumble the kickoff, too. No, I don't. I'm not a Pro Bowl guy. And it's off. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a bad game. I was in the camp of the people that thought this was on your side. Max, I was on the other side of it. I thought this was going to be a disaster game. Panthers might have his number. I think so. They might just have the Rams number. That shit doesn't seem to be a fluke from earlier in the year. Bryce may be MVP in this game. Maybe. Not impossible. It's not impossible. 21-36, touchdown, a pick. Could be a game winner. Yeah, I just figured that like a fluky ass 31-28 win usually indicates that like the other team wins and kind of comfortably in the rematch. It's loud. It's for sure loud. Oh no, they look effortlessly moving it right now. They're gonna do one more play before the 2-minute warning to get a first. It'll be 2nd and 3. Don't like that. Both teams have all timeouts to work with. Both teams have all 3 left. And he gets to the 46 of the Rams. 1st and 10. Pretty wide open for Devontae there. 1st and 10 to the Rams 46. We'll hit the 2-minute warning here in Carolina. 31-27. Panthers lead the Rams. We need some big defense here from Carolina. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some soda to end the game. For 2-minute warning. Coming right up. I think I have plans after this stream now. I don't know if I can do the Bears game now, Fernando. Hopefully I hope so. Well, I hope one game is ugly. Any of the Patriots games, I hope they're just ugly in favor of the Pats. I don't really care for close games if my team's involved in the playoffs. I just want dominating football. But I've got some plans I can go do, I think. I think I'm going to go do those after the game. Plus, I'm hungry, and I think people are going to go eat, so I want to eat. Hopefully that's not a big deal. I'm, little busy for game 2, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that one. Here we go. 2-minute warning, though. Stafford and them get it down to about the 50 or the 48 of the Panthers. Into Carolina territory, not ideal. Clock's ticking, 1:45 to go. Rams are running the hurry up, obviously. Yeah, not great. Not great. Not idea. Stafford throws. That's a first down all the way to the 30 to Puka. Oof. 1:30 to play. Clock's ticking away. Carolina needs a couple big plays. Needs their defense to step up and get this ball. Minute 10. They hike it. Throw, and it's incomplete with 1:04 to play. A freeze down, please. Be fun. It's what's needed. Please, can we get a turnover, Rams or Panthers? My mom needs this. Just making the speed face. Stafford throws, and that'll be a first down into the red zone. That sucks. 1st and 10 at the 19. 55 seconds to go. I think the Panthers should be calling timeouts right here. 45 seconds. Come on. Oh, no. What a catch by Higby. Or who is that? Higby? Or is that... What a catch. That's a touchdown, though. Damn, dude. Unbelievable. That'll be a touchdown. Yeah. Colby Parkinson once again. Oh, great. My stream stopped working. Hopefully it picked back up. I doubt it. Oh, it is fixed now. Okay. Well, now I can... Hopefully now it'll reset itself. Yep. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Well, 34-31. 38 seconds to go. Panthers have a little bit of time to at least maybe tie it up. 34-31. 38 seconds and 3 timeouts. Can Bryce, Tom Brady, Young make something happen? Damn, dude. Stat Padford at it again against the Panthers. Bro played so bad that he could have a comeback moment. I'm crying. Fernando, this dude really had to have a big comeback win just so everyone would think he's the actual MVP. And he had to do it against the Carolina Panthers. I'm crying. You know that AI baby? That's what I'm that AI baby thing. You know that big ad kicker they got and for the Rams are getting real tired of running out there. He's like, damn. Whew. All right, here's a return. Don't know why you'd return it when you need all that precious time. First and 10 of the 28, 32 seconds, 3 timeouts. Let's see what Carolina can do. They need at least a field goal to tie it. But will they find the ability to do so? Yeah, that was a bad return. Oh, here we go. First and 10. Bryce going to roll out. Takes a bit of a shot, and it's incomplete. Kind of hit no man's land. Second and 10 at the 28. Damn. Well, it was a good run for us Carolina boys. I'm 1-0 on my playoff picks, though. You never know. There could be like a Minneapolis miracle moment, like when Diggs caught that one play and just took off for a touchdown out of nowhere to win a game. That could happen right here. You never know. Third and 10. Ball's at the 28. Panthers need a play. Last 2 plays of their season, potentially. They don't get this one. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da. 17 seconds remain. Bryce. And, oh boy. They hit him. It'll be 4th and 10. Last prayer coming up. 12 seconds to play. Everything is tense. Panthers whole season coming down to this play. And somebody takes the time out. Rams use their first time out. Just want to be sure they have the right coverage. Need one big play. Just imagine a touchdown right now from the Panthers. Everyone would be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? $60-yard pickup out of nowhere. 34-31. 12 seconds to play. 4th and 10. Panthers have it at about their own 28-yard line. Here we go. Young. And the receiver unable to reel it in. That'll end the Panthers' season. Rams will take over, kneel it out. That'll be the ball game. Yeah, Seth, I don't know what you're doing here. You're going to get timed out for that. You're lucky I wasn't looking at my screen. Can't be spoiling there, Seth. You know that you're a long stander here. All right, well, what a game. Rams will advance to the divisional round. The Panthers will go home, as many of us expected. However, I don't think any of us expected a game to be this good, though. Yep, the refs bailed out the Ram. No, I'm just kidding. Good game, good finish. Fun little finish, too. The Panthers came out of nowhere to give the Rams quite the scare and run for their money yet again. But the Rams actually prevailed this time. They come through. Really no running. It was all just pass. It was kind of just passing. 57 rush yards for Williams, only 46 for Hubbard. 264 passing for Bryce, 304 for Stafford. Pretty solid games all around. 16 likes. Hey, that's pretty good. If you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so on your way out. I'd appreciate it. The next game starts in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't think I'm going to have time to do that game. Leaving in I have to go do something in like an hour, and then when I come back, it should be like 10:30. So I don't think I'll be doing the other game. I don't think I'll be able to, Fernando. I'll be doing the Bills Jaguars tomorrow afternoon though, and then the Chargers Patriots. Be doing those two games tomorrow, but I can only do one tonight. I have some plans that popped up. So I'm a little bit busy this evening. But that was a good-ass game. I'm glad I did the whole thing. That turned out to be really good, a really fun, worth-my-time game. Gotta love the playoffs, right? That's always the big joy of a playoff game, is you get something like this. Now, hopefully, the Packers versus Bears is just as good and entertaining. Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, tomorrow we should have some good AFC matchups. Yeah, that was a tough one for the Panthers, Max. Though they kept it about as close as you physically can. They took them to the final drive. Nothing to be sad about if you're a Panthers fan. The fact that you didn't get blown out, I'd just be like, that was damn near a good way to lose. No one's really going to be that hard on us. Just to see if you might be on the hot. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if LaFleur gets fired just because of who's available. The Packers may be like eyeing up like a McDaniels or a Harbaugh, somebody like that, which is also why Harbaugh is not doing anything yet. I think he's interested to see if any of these playoff teams fire their coach after a bad playoff week. And I bet you that's not that hard to think of teams that if they lose, maybe Harbaugh is of sudden interest to them. Maybe the Packers, maybe the Bills. That's probably about it. So those are the probably only teams that would be maybe. Yeah, and LaFleur's almost out anyway, so that's more of that. And maybe the Bills just get super frustrated with the lack of important winning from McDermott. I saw your post, man. That sucks, Max. I'm sorry to hear. Hopefully you find someone new or things improve, I've been through many a breakup, plenty of time. They suck. But there are a lot of chicks out there, which is really nice. Yeah, it sucks. It's a tough couple days. But generally, it gets a little less shitty each day, in my opinion. First couple days are always like the absolute worst, though. Feel like shit. You feel like something's wrong. That's the worst part. Is you kind of something just kind of feels wrongy, like in your chest. I don't know what the fuck you just said. Yeah, just a distraction. It's like like something's just wrong. Like that's kind of the way I described it. It's just like, man, something feels off.
And then you just kind of eventually it subsides, and you're like, oh yeah, that's fine, that's fair. There's healthy ways to go about dealing with it, just kind of dealing with it. I would recommend not rebounding around and fucking with people like that. You know, it's just something you gotta kind of you go through it. It's not, it sucks, but also at the same point, it's like, yeah, it's it's a part of growing. I think as a person, you got to go through these experiences because then you're like, oh, okay, that's what kind of makes all of it worth it. Because there's the extreme highs of relationships, right? Which everything's good, everything feels great. But also at those extreme highs, there's always extreme lows, and unfortunately, you sometimes have to go through that part of life. However, if you never go through that, it's like, maybe you never really fully lived. What's the old saying? To live and love is to never live and love, or live and love is to never live and lost is to never have lived at all. Loved and lost, or something like that. What is it? Better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. That's a very true sentiment, right? You can view it as like, hey, this is like a meaningful thing, and makes the love actually, what I mean? That makes your feelings seem more true and more accurate the way that you feel. It's like, oh, okay. That's it should be a little bit reassuring. I don't know. That's how I've always viewed it. Like, damn, dude. What a crazy thing the brain is. All right, though, everybody. I think I'm going to get out of here. I've got shit I've got to get done. I'll be in the Discord like usual, kind of in and out tonight, just because I'm hanging out with some people, doing some things. Chill with the homies if you can, Max. If your boys are going out, maybe go out with them. Yeah, exactly. You guys said, as long as things aren't shitty, you can potentially be friends and maybe things rekindle once things are a little different. You just never really know what somebody's exactly going through at the moment. For sure. See you later, Kevin. But yeah, if your boys are planning on doing anything tonight, it might be a good night to go join them. Don't do anything too stupid, though. Mess on my fucking desk. Enough. All right, everyone. That's it for me. It was a good 3.5 hours. Usually I do the second game, but I'm a bit busy tonight. We'll be live for the Jaguars and Bills game tomorrow, and then the Chargers and Patriots. So those will be 2 fun games. Hopefully we'll see you there. If not, I'll see you when I see you next. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, back to school and shit like that. Yeah, it's kind of still. All right, everyone. Peace out. As always, it's go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. Congrats to the Rams, and what a good year for the Panthers fans. You should be pretty happy with how the year played out. Honestly, made the playoffs, and you played pretty good to where people should respect it. All right, I'll see y'all later. All right, take it easy. Go Lions. Have a good time. Don't be too hard on yourselves, and bye bye.